Hi all, thanks for taking the time to watch my video here today. What I want to show you is the engine out of my FG XR6 Turbo U. The engine itself has had a significant failure. You'll notice the head of the valve's snapped, it's come away from the stem, it's fallen inside the cylinder and done extensive damage to both the cylinder head as well as the piston. You'll notice the piston itself's got holes all the way through it, so that's not going to do it any good at all. When we removed the cylinder head, it was also interesting to note that if you look at the piston next to this, there's impressions on every piston where it appears that the valves have previously contacted the pistons. I say previously contacted because all the impressions have got carbon build up inside of them to suggest that the motor has been running after these impressions were made. That being said, it would suggest that it's had a previous cam timing issue that would have left these impressions. It has had a previous cam timing issue. That was taken to Nuford in Wangara as the vehicle was still under warranty. Nuford in Wangara had a look at the vehicle, and their history report states that the computer gave two codes, P1381 and P1386. These two codes relate to the camshaft timing being too far advanced. Their report also outlines that the timing was out by 2 teeth on both cams. So what I'm going to do today is put this motor back together, 2 teeth too far advanced, and basically we will be able to establish that the valves do contact the pistons with the motor in this state. Alright, so just going to put a piece of masking tape on this valve here. At this stage I've only got one intake and one exhaust valve in the whole engine. So we're only really going to look at number 1 cylinder. I won't be bothering to put all the head bolts in. I don't think it's necessary to do what we're trying to do here. Right, it's interesting to know the vehicle was also maintained the way it was supposed to be. I have a full service logbook for it, and as said, it's only done 92,000 Ks, and at the time that the engine failed it was only 3 years and 11 months old, so quite premature I would suspect. Okay, now if you have a look at the camshaft, you'll notice that both the cams, I've got the yellow links at the top where they're supposed to be. If we look at this one here, the indentation where the yellow link is supposed to line up with is just there, right in there. It's supposed to line up with this here yellow link, but as you can see it's now 2 teeth out. Same on the exhaust cam over here. If we have a quick look at the exhaust cam, you'll see the indentation is just there, and the yellow link is actually I've got that 1 tooth out, but we won't worry about it. It's not going to affect the outcome in this case. Alright, if we go down to the crankshaft, you'll notice the red link behind the crankshaft gear, and I'm just going to turn it over so we can establish that the yellow link, if we come around here, the yellow link is in behind the mark on the crank there, on the timing gear. So there's the yellow link there. Alright, now to turn it over. We'll turn it over. And having done this a couple of times, I'm going to expect it to lock up, like it just did just there. We'll back up again. It locks up. Now, I know I can force this past, I've done it before. And it does take quite a significant amount of force to get it to go past. And there you go, it's just undone the bolt, so we're not going to get it back past again. Alright, that's it for the single cycle. We now need to remove it all. Probably should start with the tension actually. Okay. I'm not too concerned about any of the components of this motor, they won't be reused. Alright, so if we come around this side, bring the motor up to top dead, and you can see quite evidently the valve has punched into that piece there. Zoom right in on it, should be able to see. It's quite obvious that it's cut into the paper just there. Might even, if I remove it, there might be a hole through it. No, there's no actual hole through it, but it certainly contacted it there. Alright, so I have taken this back to Ford. Their opinion was that it was a maintenance related issue, and basically they were not going to be able to offer me any sort of financial assistance in repairing the vehicle. I'd like to know what you think, guys. Just leave me a simple comment, or maybe you've got a question about something I did in this here video. I'd only be too happy to help you out. Alright, thanks guys.